1. 1. 1. 1. Player 1. 1. Player 1. 1. Player 1. 1. One.
Okay guys, I hope you can hear me. This is Alan. I'm just trying out the Snooker Q game online. It looks pretty similar
5.
to Flash Snooker. I tried a game. I tried a game earlier, just a moment ago, and it's basically exactly the same as Flash Snooker in terms of how to play. It seems to have a few more extras. For example, it has a commentator or a referee, sorry, who reads out the scores and stuff. I'm just watching a game now of someone.
Foul and a miss. Player 1. 5. Player 2. 5.
Hopefully you can hear that. It's something I've downloaded. I don't think it's available just online in terms of just going on a browser. I might be wrong in that. So I've downloaded it. Only took about 2 minutes. It seems safe. Obviously, there's no point if it
7.
wasn't safe. You have at the bottom there your chat room and stuff set up. I'm just watching a game at the moment. So
8.
Everything seems pretty similar to Flash Snooker in terms of, obviously you have the aerial view, as which we have on Flash Snooker. Well, I'm just going to maybe try and see if there's any other options. So you got the bottom here. I think it's because I'm watching a game. Or in-game graphics, sound. Cue ball size.
14.
So it seems pretty good, and it has tournaments like Flash Snooker does. One starting at 10 o'clock. So if you want to try it, if you can hear that when the ball hits the cushion, that just little soft sound, very realistic.
Player 2. 14.
So I've just joined, so I'm just getting used to it. But I just had a game, and while I did get beat, it was just a matter of, I think it's just a matter of time before you get pretty used to it and understand. I'm just going to come out of this. If I can work out how. Okay, so I've come out of that. So this is the main board that you come on, and you have the lobby, the tables. Let's see what lobbies is. Tournament lobby, players lounge. I'm just going to check if you can actually hear me on. I'm just broadcasting on YouTube, so let me just see something. Let me just see something. Oh yeah, it does. Great. Yeah, so at the top right hand corner here, it's telling you that an upcoming tournament is starting soon. Shootout Snooker Pro. Starts at 10 o'clock in 1 hour, 23 minutes. That looks like, I think it's just one frame. Let's see the details of that. Oh. Open to all, regular event, lobby, tournament lobby, difficult, pro. So there's a difficulty level, it seems. Virtual cash. Let's start here. So lobby, tournament lobby, difficult, pro, prize, but no prize, but entry fee 100 virtual cash. 5 rating point, no penalty, whatever that is. No show penalty. Oh yeah, 5 rating points if you don't show. That's good. Game type snooker, obviously. Knockout, best of one earlier round. So it's all best of one. Shot time of 15 seconds. Auto concede 10 points if you concede the frame, it looks like. Seeded, random, rating limit none. Maximum participants 128. So you can join that. I probably will play that. I'm going to have a couple of practice games, because if it's a pro tournament, then I'm going to get wiped. I've got a reputation to hold, of course. Prize breakdown. Some prizes are subject to change depending on the number of participants. Shown numbers are for 8 players. So 150 virtual cash, 8 rating points, 100 for 147 break. So it looks good. It looks quite organised. So let's go back to. So these are the people online now. There's me, ALK. And yeah, so there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, so about 20 players on. Pro high breaks 142, server time, players lounge. So it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. You got a tutorial at the bottom. Let's have a look at that tutorial then. Right, so here's the tutorial. So taking a shot. Left click the cue ball. So it's very similar to Flash Snooker. So you just aim the ball, click, then left click to fix it, and then you have the cue ball here. Now what I've noticed is if that round circle there is in grey, that means you can take the shot. If for whatever reason it'll turn red, that means you can't. So I'm just trying to work out what that means basically. But so you have I've just right clicked there to come out of that. Again, similar to Flash Snooker. Okay, so you can, if you hold down your, then click on the left click to fix it, and this is your power button. So I'm going to screw right back to the bulk area here then. Okay, so stun shot, let's see what that is. Stun shot objective, pop the red with 100% power and make the cue ball stop in the shaded area on the table. Okay, let's see. So I just need to keep it as close to the where the red is as possible with 100%. And the way to do that is to stun it is just underneath there. Nope. Try again. Oh, 100%, what's this? What does that mean? Oh, the Q. You can change the size of the Q there. Right, so stun shot. So it's 100%. Oh, that was close. Let's try that again. 100%. Yes. Plant. POV. Say POV view. The POV button is a very important feature to get close-up view of balls to check if they pass one another. To use the POV mode, please follow these simple steps. Excuse me. Click on any ball on the table that you want a close-up view of. Click again to lock the aim in place. Press the POV button or Control and space to enter the POV mode. Once in the POV mode, you can pivot the edges of the ball to get a better view. See if it passes other balls by holding the A or D keys to zoom in and out. Use the W and S keys. To zoom out, use the W and S. So A, D, W, S. So let's have a look at that. Control A. Oh no. Enter explore view. Click on any ball on the table and select it and press the space bar. Okay. Ah, okay. Nice. Right, can I get... Let's try that again. So it's the white. So I can get past there. Zoom with the D. Is it W? So go in and out. So D goes to the right, A goes to the left, W goes in, and what's the other Z? No. W and S, yeah. Escape bar to come out of it. That's nice. So I like that. Q elevation. Sometimes you will face a shot where you cannot strike the cue ball without elevating or lifting the cue. When this happens, the dot on the cue ball will be red. This is what I was saying earlier. When the cue ball is near a cushion, you'll notice that only the top part of the cue ball is strikeable. Yeah, this is something that obviously is part of the game, and Flash Snooker did that on the cushions. I think they did that, but in terms of if you were next to another cue ball, it was something they're still trying to implement on that one. So when the cue ball is near a cushion, you'll notice that only top part of the cue ball is strikeable, black dot. To strike the cue ball in an obstructed area, you will have to elevate the cue ball by dragging up on the elevation bar. You can also hold Control, excuse me, and Control up and down on your mouse wheel. So let's see. Okay, so like I said, if you have, if you're shooting your cue ball, I don't you see my mouse thing on my cursor. If it shows red, it means that's not a possible shot, so you can hit if it's a black. So let's see. Right, so I have to cue over the blue. Strike the cue from this position. Lift the cue by dragging on the elevation bar, which is located above the power bar on the right hand side. Right. So if I just went to pot it now, I press left to fix. It's showing there's a red, so I can't play the shot. because I'm queuing over. So what I have to do, left click, is I think it's this here now. Right. So I'm lifting the cue ball. It's like, obviously you're bringing your right arm, if you're right-handed and your cue is at the bottom of the cue, you're bringing it up into the air and pointing down at the table. And now the cue ball is telling me here I can hit it now. So, but I missed it obviously. I would have had a nice position on the black though. Let's just try that again. So if your cue's horizontal, obviously because you have to cue over the blue, you have to bring the cue up, and by doing that you go to this part of the screen and bring up. As I bring it up, you can see that on the cue ball in the bottom right hand corner of the table, the white ball, it's now showing grey or black. So that means I can hit the ball now, but if I bring it back down, that means I can't. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. And then I can change the power here and then control where I hit the cue ball. It's not too bad. Position on the ball. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Power bar. Pretty normal. That's quite straightforward. Safety. Playing safety is important as break building in the game of snooker. Force your opponents to make mistakes by playing safe. The closer you get to the cue ball, to the cushions, the wider the error margins get, which make your opponent's next shot harder to judge. Objective: play a thin cut on the red and make the cue ball stop in the shaded area of the table. So the shaded area is this part here. So let's see. It's always a very tough shot here, playing the thinness. But yeah, I can hit it against the black and try and get the white behind into the bulk area. In terms of power, actually, maybe I should have gone on power. So I don't know if you can see there, power is 42. Now, it seems as though compared to flash snooker, like when I was playing flash snooker, for example, playing this type of shot, I would play 28%, 29, 30, 31. That would usually take it around enough. It was enough power to take it to the bulk area. Anything more, obviously, it would come out of the bulk area. Anything less, it wouldn't go into the bulk area. So I think it's slightly different in terms of the calculation of what it takes. And obviously, if it's a thin cut as well, I don't want to do it too hard. So let's just try 27 and put a bit of right hand side. On the cue ball on the bottom right of the table, you can see showing black, so that means I can take the shot. I don't think there's any shot I couldn't really take. The ball is pretty free, so let's see how that goes. It wasn't hard. Well, it got a snooker, but it wasn't into the bulk area, which is what it was looking to do. So I'm going to try that one again. Just need to hit it a bit more. Obviously I can hit it against the black, will stop the red there, so I know where the red's going to be, so I just need to try and get it behind the brown if possible. So what did I do last? It was 27 and that wasn't hard enough. Let's try 32. It turned out okay. Obviously that shot, I would be happy with that shot. Power bar, I mean obviously the power bar is maybe slightly different. So it's something you just have to get used to as you practice. 3D view. The 3D view allows you to get a wider 360 view of the whole table to get a better view of the balls. Press Ctrl F to enter the 3D view mode and look around by moving the mouse around and holding the mouse wheel button, or can hold Shift and use your mouse to click and drag to look around. Right click and drag to move the view and scroll. Right click and drag to move the view and scroll up and down the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. The objective for this shot is enter the 3D view mode and check it out. Okay, let's do that. Control F. Oh. The tutorial will be complete once you exit. Control F or escape 3D view mode. What did it say now? Right click. Right click and drag to move the view and scroll up and down. So if you press the right click and you move the mouse around, you can do that, but obviously I need to go up and down. Let me just see where that is. Right click and drag to move the view and scroll up and down. So it's scroll, right, okay. Back. So right click and then move your mouse, and let's do the scroll. Right click and drag to move the view and scroll up and down with the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Move the mouse around while holding the mouse wheel button. Or you can hold Shift and use your mouse to drag and look around. Right, see, I've got my finger on the scroll button now. And to zoom in and out, I'm just using the scroll. Keep my finger pressed down on the scroll button and then start moving the mouse. How do I press Shift? Okay. Shift. Keep my finger on the scroll, push down on the scroll button, and it goes up and down. So it's hard to explain. You obviously it's probably quite straightforward, but you just got to get used to it. Try it a few times to understand how it is. Okay, that's interesting. A 3D view: top spin, breaking off, snooker escape, pack split, screw back, cushion shots, Let's try cushion shots, because all the others are quite straightforward if you play flash snooker. Potting along the cushion are quite simple, depending on the angle of the cue ball. Two key steps to increase your chances of potting along the cushions. 1. Avoid using too much power unless you really have to. 2. Allow enough space for the object ball, the red, to comfortably drop into the pocket without rattling or bouncing off the cushions. If the object ball, the red, is touching or almost touching the cushion, the path line of the object ball has to be parallel to the cushion as shown in the picture. Okay, let's try that. What was it? I've still got it under 3D view, it seems. How do I get back? There we go. Escape. You press escape to come at that. The aim line is a lot thicker, it seems, than flash snooker, so it needs to be pretty slow. Now, nominate a colour. Okay, so after potting a red, if you're not able to hit a colour directly, you must nominate one of the coloured balls. There are two ways to nominate a colour. 1. Right click on the colour that you'd like to nominate. That's quite straightforward. 2. Hold control and press the number corresponding to the desired colour. 2 for yellow, 3 for green, etc. For example, control and 3 will nominate the green ball. Objective for this shot: nominate the pink and hit it off the cushion. So
Pink ball.
right click on there, just right click on the colour and hit it off the cushion. So let's try that. Slight left hand side.
Pink ball.
Exactly the same, just a slight adjustment, maybe just slightly bit more left hand side. I'm going to be here all night with this, I bet. Let's try that again. So the other way of doing it is you have a right click on the pink and then it said, what did it say, control, and then press the number that you want, so control 6.
Pink ball.
There you go. So maybe it was a bit too much left hand side. There we go.
Single frame match. Player 1 to break.
But anyway, if you will, I've put the link in the green room to download it. If you have any issues, just let me know in the chat. I'll have a look at the chat in a minute, and I'll try and help if I can. But obviously, Flash Snooker is down. And obviously this system obviously has its own tournament setup, so whether we can play a few tournaments in this section if people are willing to come into this, and maybe some players that are in here, I don't know whether they would be interested in joining an OSC online snooker club tournament when they have tournaments here, but who knows, maybe we can right, so someone's Neo. Thanks, Neo. You have won the toss. Who takes the first shot, Neo?
Single frame match. Player 1 to break.
And you see there's a clock there as well. I think you have 80 seconds. So click on the white with your left click on the white. Play safety. Not too hard. It's a bit too hard, that. I like the sound of the cushions. P, p, p. Very realistic. Audience as well. I'm using my mouse. You can use it on a touch screen, by the way. If that's of use too hard, that. To go for the blue.
1.
No.
Player 2. 1. 1. 8. 9.
So this guy seems to have played
16.
a few times more than me, obviously. Got a chance here.
Player 1. 16.
Oh, dearie me, Alan.
1.
Now let's see. So press left click. Wait, right click to come out. Left click. Keep your finger on the left click and you can move it gradually. Fix it. The ball comes up. Bit left hand side. That's turned out alright.
8.
By the way, there's no money involved in terms of having to play
9.
this. I don't know if you have to upgrade it anyway to do anything particular. I've not seen anything like that yet. I don't know how they're making any money on this, or if it's just a passion that they have. Still trying to get used to this. Alright, I'm supposed to be in a colour here. Let's see if we can go into that pack. No. I've set him up.
Player 2. 9.
I can't see the YouTube chat, by the way, if anyone's trying to chat with me, because I'm having to show the whole screen. So if I did that, I'd have
1.
to come out. Let me just see if I can do that.
Six. Player 1. 6.
I should have really looked, had a look at if it went there. But just summarising again, it's very, very close to Flash Snooker.
1.
Has a few little extras. So if you're pretty good
6.
on Flash Snooker, then you're likely to be pretty decent on here as well.
7. 9. 10. 14.
You can concede the frame here. If you look at the bottom,
15.
I'd lose 10 ranking points though if I did that, or cash as well. Re-rack, don't need to do that yet. Match stats, abort match, invite people, public. Oh, you can have public,
22.
private. Looks like I'm going to have to claw my way back with snookers. At a point, I don't know if they do the miss rule. There was an I was playing when I played the first frame, test frame earlier. There's a
Player
opportunity to do
1.
miss rule.
22.
I couldn't work out where the miss rule was, so.
One.
I'm going to ask him if he knows.
Six. Seven.
See if he answers. Just ask if it's available to play online or someone have to download it. I mean,
14.
technically it's still online, but hopefully he knows what I mean.
$15.
I need snookers now. You can't get through to that black. Oh, he's got the blue, yeah. Looks as though I'm a gunner. I wonder if there's a limit to when it'll stop.
22.
And Flash Snooker was if you're 10 in the negative, then that would be the end of the game. In normal snooker, obviously, it can go on forever, depending on the opponent,
23.
the losing opponent's decision to carry on or not. Let's have a look at what's POV.
Player 1. 23. On the frame.
Bit embarrassing, but that's the way it goes.
Single frame match. Player 2 to break.
Right click. Oh, it's actually left click to move the ball, and click it again. Now, usually on breaks, I'd 37% is what I'd do with lots of right hand side. So it's slightly 37 on this, 37% Q power is slightly less than it is on Flash Snooker, so that's something obviously you just have to get used to. I can't get on the black from there, so
1. Touching ball.
Touching ball. Ah. So it plays. I can just play away. I'm just going to hit it soft. Now you see the red there. That means I can't hit it, so I'm going to have to move the Q action up a little bit. That's good. So it's incorporated that aspect of it. I just need to hit it soft.
Please nominate.
Oh right, I'm going for a black. Oh yeah. Right, I can hit it. So what was that before? So it is. I can't remember what to have a look. I'm just going to keep it on the cushion.
Player 2. 1.
You can see in the chat there, shootout snooker tournament begins in 30 minutes.
One. Eight.
Plays safe. He's going to get
Player
a lot.
2. 8.
It's going to be difficult to pot anything from now on. I'm just going to play very safe. Yeah, he's got nothing here. He's going to have to play safe here or try a double. Probably thinks I'm not a good player, so he can chance it. If not, he'll just have to clip off that pack and go down to the bulk area. Or he might just slam, or yeah, have a roll up. Oh, so he's shown me a little bit of respect. No touching ball. I'm just going to go. No, that's stupid. I'm going to hit it very, very softly. Those reds near the bottom middle, I would go in the bulk, but it's a bit dangerous, I think. Come on.
Foul and a miss. Player 1. 4. Play again.
May have given an up chance here for that red to the top right. See the bot in the chat room. You have good game. Yeah, good game. Well played. Unlucky. Thank you. Good break. Good shot. Good luck. Hi. Oh, it's let me in here. Oh no, he hasn't. No, I should have remembered how to. What is it? Press control. to work that out later. Let me in on the middle pocket here now.
One.
Nice shot.
7.
Not left himself anything on there, unless he can pop that red into the top middle. The top left there, it shows you the break time. He's thinking about something. And here is how long he's got to take the shot. Now is he on the black? No.
8.
So safety here unless he goes for the brown. Or if you can get through to the yellow. So it seems to be a more advanced version of Flash Snooker. Obviously Brandon and Tim, I'm sure that's what they're looking to
12.
to accomplish at some point. I don't know if they've are aware of this game or whether it's something they're trying to replicate or get ideas from.
13. Player 1. 13.
Well, at least I've not left anything on. It was a bit hard, that. That was in power. Sure. Now this type of shot here, if it was on Flash Snooker, I'd do something like a 12. What did I say earlier? The power seems to be a little less, so let's try 13. Oh, it says I can't do that. Alright. Because it's near the cushion, so yeah. I'll have to bring this up a little bit at the top right. And now I can, when it shows you grey. Oh, wait a minute, let's soften it down. No, it's not powerful enough.
Foul and a miss. Player 1. 4.
Nice shot. Has he been lucky? Well, he's got the yellow.
1.
Green possibly, but not too bad a position. Reds are nicely spread.
Three.
It shows you the top left here what you've potted as well.
4.
Shows you here what balls your own colours now, what your object ball should be, what choices you have. Ah,
Foul. Player 1. 4. Player 2. 5.
I'm going to put him back. Can I put him back? Or put so bottom left here, foul, opponent to play on or play on. Yes, I'll put him back in, but I didn't see a misrule.
One. Seven. Eight.
That'll do for me. I should get back here. Okay. Come on now, let's
Player
make
1. 8.
a couple of points break here. Oh, what was that? If the pink goes in,
1.
then fine, that's a decent shot. I think it'll just go in. Oh, making it more difficult for yourself. Okay.
7. Player 2. 7.
Oh, nice shot.
1. Eight.
Yeah, so he's obviously played a good number of games on this. He's used to it.
9,
Not over yet.
$16,
That red on the bottom left-hand cushion is not ideal. That could have been better. So
17,
he's lost position there, so should be backs.
player 1, 17,
Oh my god.
one, player 1, 1,
Huh? Up in
12 and a
there.
miss. Player 1, 4,
Not up in there.
play again.
That's it. Alan, just put it right over the pocket for him.
One,
Oh, that wasn't a great shot, was it? Thought he was
foul.
just gonna.
Player 1, 1,
You
player
don't-
2,
you don't-
6,
Hmm. Too hard. I can get that. Right, this could be a good snooker here. It's got to be right though. happy with that, but it's probably easy to get out of. Opportunity here for him. Green's in a safe position, so still hanging by my fingernails in this frame.
2.
Now, can I go off the cushion?
Player 1, 2.
I think I've got a snooker here. Well, there you go.
Three. Player 1, 3 on the frame.
Right, I've had enough of that for a minute. So anyway, that is a description of Snooker Q, it's called. So download it if you want to join in and play games and stuff like that. Depending on how many of the members, OEC members, join, will depend on whether we can play some tournaments in here. I think there's a club section, so maybe we can set our own club to go and play games within that. So the 7 minutes, I'm going to have a think about whether to join that. I'm not really that used to the setup yet, really, but it is basically very much the same. So perhaps it's just highlighting my poor play. But that's the end of this broadcast anyway. So any questions, just go into the green room or leave it in comments, and I'll put the link to download this in the description. So thanks for watching if you did, and see you soon.